Hello everybody. Typical British weather, just sat down, sun's been shining and it's starting to rain, but never mind. This is only going to be a very quick catch up on this little beech tree. This was one of my seedlings that I'd been growing in a little pot, and I actually decided to set it aside when I made the beech forest to grow on its own, because I just loved this odd little kink and curve, and so it's got put into this little half seed tray to grow on this year, and it's done very well. So I'm just gonna nip off the leaves. I'm suddenly finding that because I sat on my coat so that I didn't get a wet backside on the chair, I can't stretch my arm, so I've had to get off my coat, and now I've got a wet bum, but never mind. Worse things happen at sea, they tell me. So anyway, just removing all these little leaves so that I can have a nice look at this tree. Okay, I prefer to cut them off rather than pull them off if they're stuck on tight. These buds are, I find, a little bit more delicate than perhaps your hornbeam. Okay, so there we have it in its glory. I really, as I said, I really like this sort of kink and curve, bit of movement, but I think I'd like to bring this portion up a little bit further forward, like so. So I'm gonna put a piece of wire on it. I've got a piece to hand here, which is probably a little big, but or a little heavy gauge really, but as I've said many times, I do prefer to use a heavier gauge of wire than is necessary, simply because I know then it will do the job, and I find it doesn't cut in if you forget about it in quite the same manner. So I'm gonna anchor this down here. If I can, that's it. Fingers are a little bit cold. Never work as well when they're a little bit cold, but there you go. And again, as I always say, if you want to learn about wiring, I'm not your guy. There are many people who do spectacular pieces of wiring, fit for the show bench almost, whereas me, I'm always a little bit down and a little bit dirty with it, but I still get the job done. So that's all I really wanted to do, was to bring this up a little bit more upright. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, that was really all I wanted to do in terms of wiring. Brings the tree a little bit neater, a little bit more upright. And then I'm just going to shorten back a few of these pieces to a bud, and I'm gonna take out part of the top, and a little bit at the back there, and that piece there is going straight up, so I'm going to cut it back to a bud that will shoot it off in that direction, and another piece there going straight up, and a piece going across. Okay, so not a huge amount of work, but that pretty much sets this tree up for next year's growing. I'm not going to repot it, it's only been in this pot for a short while. it wiggles. There's room in the rear for more roots yet, and not disturbing it in the spring means hopefully it'll get away quickly and happily and bush out nicely. So round we go. Just give you lots of movement in this tree. I'm really quite pleased with it. I'm watching and I'm learning and I'm thinking and I'm wondering whether that branch needs to... No, actually I think I'm going to leave it as is, but I'm going to shorten it some more. There we go. So rain's getting heavy and that's it for this tree, so I'm going to pack it in and say thank you very much for watching. Please do look after yourselves. Stay safe.